Howdy everyone, this is Andrew over at WeTheNerdy.com, and today I'll be reviewing Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 for the PS4 and the Xbox One. So, let's get right into it. Alright, so for those of you that may not know what Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 is, it's a fighting game based in the Naruto anime and manga series. This is pretty much the final chapter of the fighting series, as it covers the last parts of the anime and the manga. And I gotta say, this is probably my favorite one of the series so far. Pretty much, I feel like the fighting mechanics are the best of the series yet. The combos are top notch. I mean, the presentation is just outright spectacular in every way, shape, and form, as you can see in the fights that are being displayed right now. And the roster alone is massive. There is a very, very large roster of characters to play as. Some of them, granted, are just skins and different abilities of the same character, but this is probably the largest roster of fighters in a Naruto game I've ever seen, and the variety there is just splendid. And the alternate costumes for a lot of the characters, and there's a lot to do and a lot to play with in the game itself. Now, kind of covering the main story mode of the game, that takes place in the final act of the Fourth Hokage War. So pretty much has been covering the last quarter of the anime series. Now, you're not going to see the entire war, and if you're kind of new to Naruto, this is not going to cover the entire series as a whole. So if that's the case, this isn't necessarily a game you want to start with. This is a game for fans of the series who already know what they're getting themselves into and kind of want to know how the series ends if they haven't seen how it ends yet, if they're following the anime specifically. So what that does is, and what I want to say is, the presentation is a little off-putting in that, mainly because in the first half of the story mode, you kind of have these anime weird still cutscenes that kind of slightly transition into animation here and there, and then for the latter half of the story, you got to go to crazy animation that shows that the games are going to play. So it's a little weird and off-putting in that way, but not so much that you're going to feel like it's a completely different game where it's going to break any kind of immersion or anything like that you might feel with the game. Overall, I do like the story presentation and the fact that you have these branching storylines between the two main characters in this game, which are Sasuke Uchiha and Naruto Uzumaki. And I gotta say, the payoff in the series and kind of the finale of this was fantastic. You know, the battles felt epic, the fights felt intense when we needed to, and really satisfying in that sense. So if you really want to get into that, and you don't want to lose the anime to finish up, just do that. It's really just worth it at that point. So moving on to the adventure mode, which there is pretty much an extension of the series itself. It's kind of like an epilogue of sorts. So that's really fun. It's kind of like the open world adventure you saw in some of the older Ultimate Ninja Storm games as well. Really, that's kind of more like an RPG-ish type setting, which is kind of fun. And it's great that you have not just story mode, which is just straight fight, but you also get this adventure mode afterwards that allows you to kind of build up characters, buy items, you're going to have an RPG that really gives you a lot of bang for your buck in this one. And of course, you have the battle modes, the all-night battles, versus battles, the free battles, and all that stuff, which you're seeing here in the gameplay that we're providing. But again, it's all such a great package of the game. The controls are super simple, but deep and custom, or not customizable, but just deep and fun, and combos are great to pull off, and really there's not much more I can say about the game other than saying that it's a fantastic game for fans of Naruto. Now, if you're looking for a game fighter, this may not be the case for you. Maybe one who's a little bit more towards Street Fighter or Tekken for that, but in terms of a fighting game that has some depth, it's there. There is also the kind of Super Smash Brothers mentality to it, where kind of, you know, it's easy to get into and it's a little cheaper to kind of play around with. So, with that, like I said, I think that this game was really probably the best game I've played in Naruto, that's based around Naruto for a while, and one of my favorite games of this year so far. So, honestly, the only thing I want to say is that between the Xbox One and the PS4 version. I do notice an odd little bit of slowdown here on the PS4 version that I didn't notice in the Xbox One version. When you kind of particle effects and everything kind of got a little bit more tangled or more mode. But I've been playing around with it after the update, at least in the PS4 version that came out lately, and haven't been able to see that again, so I think that they might have hashed that out, but it's something that I wanted to bring up that I noticed in the past. With that being said, I will be giving Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 on the PS4 and the Xbox One 85 out of 100.